Have you ever compared your life with someone else's? Sometimes we see big houses, expensive cars, and modern lifestyles, and think they are the happiest people in the world. But what if true wealth is something money can never buy? Today's story teaches us that the richest people are not always those who own the most. Sometimes the people with the least money have the greatest treasures in life. In a busy city lived a 10-year-old girl named Ayesha with her mother. They lived in a huge, luxurious house with beautiful rooms, expensive furniture, and every modern comfort. Ayesha had her own bedroom filled with toys, a large television, a tablet, and everything a child could ask for. Yet every evening, when she looked out of her bedroom window, she saw only silent roads and tall buildings. There were no children playing outside. Everyone stayed inside their own homes. Her mother was often busy with work, and Ayesha spent most of her time alone. She had many toys, but no one to play with. Ayesha's mother had to visit some relatives who lived in the countryside. They packed their bags and started the journey. As they left the city behind, the scenery slowly changed. The tall buildings disappeared. Green fields stretched as far as the eye could see. Fresh air flowed through the car windows. Ayesha looked outside with excitement. "Mom, look! There are cows!" A few minutes later, she shouted again, "And sheep, chickens, goats! I've never seen so many animals together." Her mother smiled. "Yes, dear, this is village life." When they reached their relative's home, Ayesha couldn't believe her eyes. There were mango trees, colorful flowers, butterflies flying everywhere, and birds singing sweet songs. Children were running barefoot across the fields, laughing loudly without any worries. Within minutes, they invited Ayesha to play. At first, she felt shy. "I don't know any of you." One little girl smiled. "That's okay. Friends don't always need introductions." Soon they were playing hide and seek, running through the fields, climbing small hills, and laughing together. For the first time in her life, Ayesha forgot about her tablet, television, and expensive toys. That evening, everyone sat together under a large tree to eat dinner. Nobody was looking at a phone. Everyone laughed, shared stories, and enjoyed each other's company. Later that night, one of her cousins took her outside. "Ayesha, look up!" She slowly lifted her head. The sky was filled with thousands of shining stars. She stood silently. I've never seen so many stars before." Her cousin smiled. "In the village, we see them every night." A cool breeze touched her face. The sound of crickets filled the air. There was peace everywhere. The next morning she woke up to the sound of birds instead of alarm clocks. She watched the sunrise over the fields. The golden light covered everything with beauty. She helped feed the cows, collected fresh eggs, and even learned how water came from a hand pump. Every day brought something new. She realized happiness didn't always come from expensive things. It came from moments. It came from people. It came from nature. After a few wonderful days, it was finally time to return to the city. As the car drove away, Ayesha kept looking back through the window until the village disappeared. She became unusually quiet. Her mother noticed. "What happened, sweetheart? Didn't you enjoy the trip?" Ayesha smiled softly but said nothing. After a long silence, her mother asked again, "So, tell me honestly, how did you like the village?" Ayesha took a deep breath. "It was beautiful, Mom. I'm glad you liked it." Again there was silence. Then Ayesha looked at her mother and quietly asked, "Mom, why are we so poor?" Her mother was shocked. "Poor? Ayesha, what are you talking about? We're not poor." Ayesha looked outside the window and replied, "Then why don't we have all those things?" Her mother became confused. "What things?" Ayesha answered slowly, "They have endless green fields. We only have walls. They have fresh air. We have smoke. They have birds singing every morning. We hear traffic. They have stars every night. I never even knew the sky could look like that. They have cousins, neighbors, and friends who play together every evening. I have hundreds of toys, but no one to play with. They eat together. We usually eat in separate rooms. They laugh together. I spend most evenings alone. They don't have expensive things, but they have time for each other." Tears filled her mother's eyes. For the first time, she understood what her daughter meant. Their bank account was rich, but their daily life had become poor. That evening, after reaching home, Ayesha looked around the huge house. It suddenly felt empty. Her mother hugged her tightly and said, "Thank you, my daughter. Today you taught me a lesson I had forgotten." From that day, life slowly changed. Every weekend they visited parks instead of shopping malls. They spent time together without phones. They invited neighbors' children to play. Sometimes they even returned to the countryside just to enjoy nature. Years later, Ayesha would always remember that simple village, not because it had luxury, but because it showed her what real wealth looked like. She learned that happiness cannot be bought. It is built through love, family, friendship, gratitude, and the beauty of nature. Moral of the story: true wealth is not measured by the size of your house or the money in your bank account. Real riches are loving relationships, good health, peaceful moments, and the blessings of nature.